Isabel here. Welcome to my channel. Today I am working on another Scrap-lift Crafternoon layout with some of my friends. And today we have decided to scrap-lift this beautiful layout by Katherine O'Shea. She created this layout for Confessions of a Paper Addict cut files. Now, the cut file that she used is this beautiful messy heart cutout. Now, on her layout, there is a rainbow background, and then she did the rainbow cut file with some circles, and then she's got these adorable dog pictures, and then some embellishments. Now, you guys know I like to stay true to the layouts and the sketches, so I'm going to stay true to this and hopefully get a similar effect. Now, I pulled this beautiful rainbow paper that I have. I believe, yes, it is the Paper Studio. Got that one at Hobby Lobby. And I just cut the cut file from this paper. Now, all I did was size it down to a 10.5 by 3 inches so that I still have the border available. This white cardstock here, I just cut 1 inch off of 2 sides, giving me a 1/2 inch border all the way around. So I can get that laid out there. And I'm going to bring in this polka dot stencil. I am not 100% what kit I got this from, but it did come in one of my kits that I had purchased. And I'm just going to do the same thing that Katherine did. I did pull in a lot of my colors to match this design that I have going there to get me across. The photos that I'm using today are of my dog, of course. And I have an idea of how I want to do this. Every year, my husband, my daughter, and I take turns getting her a new collar for Christmas. So this was my pick for her collar in 2019. My husband's pick, 2020. My daughter's pick, 2021. And then mine, 2022. My husband will pick again this year for Christmas. So it kind of keeps track of the photos that I have. The ones that I've printed out and didn't write dates, I can just tell by her collar what year it was. But these are the last 4 years. And I think I'm going to do Doggie Days for my title. But I am going to take a look at what black titles I have in thickers before I commit to that particular title. So all I'm going to do first, before I actually adhere that down, I am going to, no, you know what? I'm going to adhere it first. So what I did was I got the pattern paper because I wanted to use that extra piece to border my photos. But before I border those, I'm going to take my stencil, adhere it down, or not adhere it, but use some painter's tape to get it positioned where I want it. And then I'm going to create that rainbow pattern going across, just like Katherine did in hers. Now, the pink that I used was Distress Ink in Picked Raspberry. The purple is Grape from Close to My Heart. And then I also used Wisteria from Close to My Heart to give that purple blue look. And then the blue, I used Mermaid Lagoon in Distress Oxide. And then to give me that blue-green color, I used Lagoon from Close to My Heart. And then I'm going to move into Green Apple from Close to My Heart, Lemonade from Close to My Heart, and Nectarine from Close to My Heart to give me that orange. And that's just, those were the colors that I had that best paired with the pattern paper that I have in the background. And I think it worked out really well. once I get the stenciling done, I'm going to go ahead and put the cut file on top of it, and then I'm going to get my pictures bordered. So what I did was I originally printed my pictures out in a 2.5 by 3. But once I got them on the colored pattern paper scrap that I had, I realized that they were a little bit too wide. So I recut them down to a 2 by 3 and then created a white thin border around each of them and laid them on the colored pattern paper the way that I would have wanted them on the layout so that the rainbow still matched top to bottom. Now, I went through my stash and I could not find embellishments that matched the colors, at least items that I wanted to use for this specific layout. So what I did was I just created my embellishments on the Cricut, and I'm going to pretty much hand do everything. So I created some hearts in 2 different sizes, and I'm going to get them colored in just random colors from the rainbow, the colors that I used with the stencil. I'm going to get like 2 hearts each, and then I created some paw prints. Katherine has some cameras on her layout. I'm going to replace those cameras with paw prints, only instead of having them throughout the layout, I'm going to have them by each of the pictures so that I could put the date or at least the year of that photo. But once I get them all inked out, I get them pulled off of my Cricut mat, and I'm going to apply some glitter using my glitter embossing powder. Now, the one that I'm using is a clear glitter embossing powder from Recollections, and I really like how this one embosses because it makes the color that I embossed on like very vibrant, which is really good for this rainbow pattern paper that I have in the background. Now, once I get all the hearts done, I'm going to bring in the paw prints that I also cut from the Cricut. I wanted them to stand out a little bit. I wasn't sure how it was going to look against the photos because I wanted them to be touching the photo. So I created, I had the Cricut offset the paw print, and I created a background. Now, I like to do a lot of small cuts and details with my Cricut, and I've come to learn that using my wax pen and to pick up these smaller pieces helps a great deal when I'm adhering them to create a design. So all I do is just pick up each of those pieces and just get them adhered to the offset background. And then I'm going to move into the title. Now, I printed out the title 3 times. Like I said, my title is going to be Doggy Days. I ended up replacing the O with a paw print because I thought it would be really cute. But I wanted them to have some dimension, and I didn't want you to be able to see the fun foam. So what I did was I printed them out 3 times and just adhered them to each other to give my title some dimension without you being able to see where that dimension is really coming from. Once I get that done, I'm going to bring in my infinity die cuts and my dog stamps from Close to My Heart and get the 2 circle elements that Katherine has on the layout. I'm going to go ahead and create those. Now, I'm going to do it in the wisteria and then also the green-yellow area to create my 2 circles. And I'm going to get them stamped with 2 word phrases. One is I woof you, and the other one is beg, sit, stay. From my infinity die set, I just looked for a circle that wouldn't be too big on the layout and would be big enough to go around the word phrase so that you'd still be able to read it. Now, after I do that, there are some dog bones die cuts that I purchased from Amazon a while back. I'm going to use my scraps once again from the rainbow pattern paper and create 4 dog bones. Now, 2 on each corner, 1 for the purple pink area and then 1 for the orange yellow area. And then I'm also going to create 2 dog bones for the circle elements and kind of just tilt them to on the top. At first I had them on the bottom, but I'm going to change it up because I thought it would look really cute to have them set off on the circle as if it was a bow. I don't know why, but I liked it. I did look through some of my colorful books. This one right here that I'm looking at is Paige Evans. I found some word phrases in pink and orange that I would be able to use on the layout. Katherine has a tag that's kind of on the side of the photo on the left-hand side. I'm just going to use a word beautiful to represent that little tag area. And then I'm going to pull in a word phrase, not for every color, but just enough to make me feel like there's enough on the layout. So what I end up with at the end of finding all these word phrases is I have a pink one on the bottom left-hand corner that says lovely. And then I have a white one with purple font that says good vibes. Now, the one that I'm holding in my hand right now, I believe that it is the Paper Studio. I'm just going to pull off some words from this one where I attempt to try. I wanted to use good dog, but I really liked the banner that's sitting on the left-hand picture in Katherine's photo. So I'm going to recreate that banner, and I'm going to use instead of using the good dog, I'm going to use the doggone cute word phrase that's also on that cardstock in orange. In order to create this banner, what I do is I blend yellow and orange together, and I get the sticker down so that I can see how much room I have to create that upside down triangle effect. Once I do that, I'm going to take my white gel pen, just because if I mess up, you won't be able to see it. And I'm going to use my ruler to make the shape that mimics Katherine's banner. And I'm literally going to use my white gel pen to mimic the hearts that are on it, and then also the V-shaped lines on the bottom. And in order to help it stand out a little bit, I did offset it border it with a white cardstock as well. Now, I get that placed down. There is a couple of more stickers that I use. I use some floral stickers from the Paige Evans sticker pack that I have. And then I pull in an orange bird to sit on top of the right-hand photo, and a pink butterfly to sit on the left-hand photo. I just really wanted to use the orange bird, and I didn't have a pink bird that would work with it, so the butterfly worked for me. There are a few more stickers that I end up finding. I found another pink one that says lovely that I'm going to get on the lower left-hand side. And then in green, I found one from the Paper Studio collection that says my best friend in green. And then I get an orange one, I believe, on the lower left-hand corner. And that's going to say good times. The hearts that Katherine has on each end of her title, I am going to create those ones as well. Like I said, you guys, I didn't have a lot of embellishments that really worked for the colors that I needed. So a lot of these embellishments that are on here, I created myself. I just did like a half pink, half purple, and blended them together. And then on the other one, I did half yellow, half orange, blended them together. Now, I thought about using the glitter embossing powder on these, but I went against it. I kind of liked the way the bottom looked with the glitter, and I didn't know if it was gonna look okay having it on the top as well. So I kind of just let it be, especially since they're sitting next to the butterfly and the bird. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you for watching me through, hearing me out, listening to what I have to say. If you guys have time, in my description box, there will be a link to Katherine's YouTube channel. Go and check her out. Check out all of her creative designs. They are amazing, as is everybody that we scrap lift. And also in my description box, you guys, is a link to the hop for this Scrap-lift Crafternoon, which will direct you to all the other lovely ladies who are scrap lifting the same layout. Go and check out what they created and how this one particular layout inspired each and every one of us. It is so fun to see how everybody interprets the same layouts and the same sketches. I particularly love watching them, and I know that not everybody follows each design to a T. I like to stay true to the sketches and stay true to the layout. So I hope I did you proud, Katherine, because I really love how this one came out. Thank you so much for the inspiration. Thank you guys so much for joining me once again. I hope you all have a wonderful week. And don't forget, to comment below and let me know what you think. I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say, and I'll see you real soon this week, hopefully popping out some more layouts than I have been. I'm feeling a lot better. I will get one up for you guys tomorrow. So until then, you guys take care. Bye.